and I want to welcome all of you once again. And as you pay attention, may God Almighty bless us all. Amen. As it is today, as you all know, this is the voice of Biafra International. And today we'll be discussing randomly. We are expecting your call from any angle of the world. You have any question, you have anything confusing you, you are free to call us, reach out unto us, and by the special grace of God, we are going to give you the answer to the best of our knowledge. And this is what we are here for. And at the same time, we are here to also clarify issues that has to do with the Biafran agitation. As it is today, we'll be discussing on the issue that has to do with the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, who has spoken at length regarding the issue of Biafra. We all know the relation between we are the children that has a link with Israel, and forever so shall it be. And that is why today the Prime Minister of Israel has been speaking and talking, most especially the issue that has to do with Israel. Please, somebody's music is on and is affecting our broadcast. Please. And so, as they have spoken at length, the issue concerning Biafra, and so we are solidly behind. The Biafrans are solidly behind the recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. There is no going back from that. Even if Nigeria votes against it, that is none of our business. That is best known to Nigerians. They can defend that on their own by themselves. And so, we Biafrans, we are saying it in a categorical terms that we are behind the recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. It is not offense of somebody having his capital in his own place. And that is why today we are going to talk and discuss on this issue. The issue that has to do with Jerusalem and Netanyahu and the Biafra at large. And so we are expecting your call, and also we are expecting your questions from all over the world. And by His grace, by the grace of God, we are going to do justice to every of your questions. And in any way you are being confused on the issue of Biafra, the voice of Biafra is out to help you and to direct you on the right path. That is what we are here for. And so once again, I want to welcome all of you. This is the voice of Biafra International. And I want to use this opportunity also to greet our great leader, Dr. Ram Wazirike, the Okenwa Ndibo, the Ijele Ndibo one. We greet you in a big way, because without you, I don't know what would have been the condition and situation of Biafrans today. We don't know where the place Nigerians would have relegated us all to. But thanks unto you, the Iron Man of Africa, for your courage, for your determination, yes, to stand against and to stand for truth and to speak for the voiceless. We greet you, and also we greet all the great Biafrans, all the bim-massob all over the world. We greet you for your support, for your solid support behind the Igbo, to see that his vision, his mission for Biafra come to fulfillment. I greet you, all of you, men, women, children, in all your support, we greet you because without you, I don't think, and of a truth, chief, wouldn't have been able to gone this far. So we thank you in a great sense. All the commanders, all the regional administrators, all the zonal administrators, all the elders in council, we greet you and we greet you. Voice of Biafra greets you for all your efforts. And we pray that God Almighty will strengthen us and will give us all the strength that will carry us with good health, that will keep us moving until we actualize our nation, Biafra. It is either Biafra or nothing. Without Biafra, there is nothing else. It is Biafra or nothing. So we greet you in a very great thanks. Thank you so much for all your support.
And let me, my dear commentator, let me say moderator, Uchenno Keke, we have to inform our fellow Biafrans that right now we are broadcasting from Biafra land while our moderator is right now in Benue State. So from any part of the world, any of our moderators or members of the crew can moderate our studio, our discussions. This is what makes us unique. Why right now our station is in Biafra land, our moderator is in another part of Nigeria, Makodi, Benue State, broadcasting to you. While I am equally responding from Biafra land, and very many people already hooked on to us. Like you all know, this evening's broadcast centers on random talks, more especially the recognition of Israel, Jerusalem as Israel's eternal capital by the United States of America. And the world reactions to that, more especially where Nigeria voted against it. This is an advantage to Biafra because since that very day, America's attention has been focused on Nigeria, and many Americans are now speaking in favor of Biafran people for standing firm and in support of America recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. More to this, over time, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been talking about Biafra in strong terms, making the whole world understand that Biafran people have been suffering Holocaust and is still going on, and that efforts must be done or made to make sure that Biafra becomes an independent nation free from Nigeria. This is exactly what is on ground now, and we are delighted announcing to our people that at present time, both the US and Israel are in solid support of a Biafra emergence. We have every cause to rejoice, and that is why we always thank Ijele Ndibo for making it very, very possible for us to use this particular platform to reach out to our people who are not having any current information concerning Biafra, concerning Nigeria, concerning Africa and the world at large. We are here to bring you the news, current ones, as they happen anytime, any moment. Thank you, my moderator. Over back to you.
Thank you so much, the Oracle. Yes, for this clarification. Right now, the radio, just as the Oracle have just said, the Voice of Biafra International is reaching out to you from Biafra land. And I, my humble self, is moderating from Benue State, Makodi, the capital of Benue State. And that is the uniqueness of this radio. You can moderate from anywhere. We have all our crew members, all the correspondents from all parts of the world. You go to Asia, we have a correspondent. You go to Europe, we have our correspondent there. You come to Africa, Ghana, we have our correspondents all over the world. And we can moderate from any angle. That is how unique Voice of Biafra International are. And we want to thank you, the Oracle, for this good work, and also all the crew members for all your effort to see that the radio is on air at any given time. So, as we all know, the topic of today is on random discussion. The Israeli Prime Minister and the American, their voices towards Biafra. And we are going to use Biafra is going to be an advantage, a plus to us. This is one of the prayer answers on our side. You all know that we have been praying relentlessly on this regard to see that Biafra come to a fulfillment. And this is one of the way I believe that God is going to help us to achieve our intention. And so, as Americans have taken it upon themselves to comment and speak about Biafra, so also God also will reach out to the rest of the world to see that the name Biafra, that country, is on every lips all over the world, and to bring their support. Seeing the injustice going on mainly against the Biafrans in Nigeria. And that is why today our prayers, all of you that have been praying for this, God is answering our prayer. And we are still expecting and waiting for the call of our people all over the world. And at the same time, we are still waiting for our crew members all over the world to join up right now and to voice out to our people out there in the world listening to us right now.
Yes, our other members of the crew might not be with us today because they are still enjoying their holidays in their various villages. So everybody is excused. Whoever is not with us here during today's broadcast is excused. They have every right to enjoy their holiday. But if by sheer coincidence they join us on this day's broadcast, oh, that is delightful and they are very much welcome. What we are saying is that everything that happens for good. Even when things are going bad, it is not good for us to say something that will be against God, against nature's laws, because God, in His own infinite mercy, knows why things happen, whether they're good or they're bad. So, even when the world is rising against Israel, Biafra is standing in support, and that singular support being given to Israel by the Biafrans is giving us a very wonderful recognition by the Israeli Prime Minister and the Israelis. In the same vein, Americans are now rising up in stout support of Biafra, stating categorically clear and unambiguously that after Jerusalem, the next port of call is Biafra land. This is giving us a very wonderful zest to move on with doggedness and indomitable courage towards Biafra. We are now calling all our people that this is a time when we have to rally our forces, our support together towards eventual Biafra. And we have to announce to you equally that in the weeks to come, there will be an all conference of all Biafra agitators, and the Voice of Biafra International has been chosen to be the link. Every other radio station talking about Biafra has been compared, or rather advised, to hook on to Voice of Biafra International on that particular day, when there will be all agitators conference broadcasting live to every part of the world, to Biafrans here and there. So when the hour comes, every other radio station will be hooking on to Voice of Biafra International, their people's voice. Because we are here to feed you with the fact, with the truth, and not with the chaff. That is why our efforts are always being recognized worldwide. Don't forget that we bring you news as it happens every moment, every day, everywhere. This is our mission to our people. Rejoice then, O you Biafrans, because our voices are being heard within the international circle, more especially in America and in Israel. Now, when these two countries are behind us in support, who can be against us? Nobody. Be rest assured that Biafra has come to be, and anybody trying to dissuade you to the contrary is not doing justice to you. We are here to tell you the truth, and when it is not true, we tell you it is not true. There are certain things people will hear, and when they are called to confirm from us, we tell them the gospel truth undiluted. For us to be mentioning now that Israeli Prime Minister has recognized Biafra's emergence It is slogan saying, we are telling you the gospel truth and we have every cause to rejoice. Thank you once again, my moderator.
Thank you very much for this wonderful contribution from Oracle Ikenna Obibi. Egon, we want to thank you so much for this information to our people concerning all the Biafran agitators that we have a unified commitment to bring everybody together, and on that day, which is yet to be fixed, every radio station that has to do with the Biafra will be hooked to Voice of Biafra International. This is a wonderful development, and it is our prayer that this will come to fulfillment. Any plan of the enemy to thwart this move will be destroyed by the God of peace, because this is a step of peace. And God will make sure that every leg, every hand that will work against it, every tongue that will rise against this movement will be destroyed. That is the word of God, and so shall it be. So that is our prayer, and this is the expectation of all the Biafrans all over the world, because they are tired of one agitation or the other. We must speak in one voice, and that is the very good effort from Ijele Ndigo. It has been his plan, it has been his wish that the Biafrans will speak under one voice to get one purpose, to achieve their mission, and that will come to fulfillment. So, with this, we thank every one of you for your cooperation to see that we work in oneness, and God will help us to achieve this. So, we're also telling all the Biafrans all over the world, we have no cause for alarm. All of you that are already enjoying your Christmas break in your homeland or wherever you reside, we advise you, please take it easy. Don't overdrink yourself. Don't overfeed yourself.
My mother let me cut in place. Chigozie Egwong is asking, why can't women's voice be heard in Voice of Biafra International? We are here to tell you that most often women call us to express their views, but from the coming year 2018, that's from January, you shall be hearing women's voices from time to time, broadcasting to you live from Voice of Biafra International. We are trying to expand our horizon to accommodate women voices either as contributors or as broadcasters. Let us take a call online. Hello, our caller. You are calling from Biafra land. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. We are on Voice of Biafra International, being happy that Biafra already has been recognized by the Israeli Prime Minister. What do you have to say?
I thank Jesus.
Thank you very much.
You are hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you. This is a shared coincidence. Okay. When somebody is saying that she cannot hear a woman's voice, you are calling us. That is to say, our God is with us. Go on, please.
I thank. My name is Elizabeth Chukwuemeka.
Go on, please.
Have you heard my name?
Yes, Elizabeth Chukwuemeka. We're hearing your voice. Biafrans all over the world are hearing your voice.
Okay, thank you very much. I thank God.
Yes.
I thank God for giving us what we have been struggling for years.
Yes. We are hearing your voice indeed. Yes. We are really happy. We are thanking God for the opportunity He's giving to us. And we are telling our people that our Jehovah is hearing our voice by making the Israeli Prime Minister to recognize Biafra. On 3 different occasions, he has mentioned Biafra, and Biafra is coming to be. The last one he made was a few days ago when he said that Biafrans are suffering and being killed, and the world is not doing anything. That a time has come for them to come and help their brothers in Africa, that is Biafra, suffering, and they're going to free Biafra from the Nigerian clutches. This is the latest message from the Israeli Prime Minister. And even from America, many Americans are now speaking in favor of Biafra. This is the reason why we have to thank our Jehovah. And that is it.
Thank you. Glory be to Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Jesus
Hallelujah.
Christ.
Yes.
Good night.
Thank you very much for being with us. So back to my moderator, Uchendo Keke in Benue State. Now, Chigozie Egwon, we can now hear the voice of our sister, our auntie, our everything talking to Biafrans. When you were asking, you not heard the woman's voice today. By sheer coincidence, God made our sister to call us. Thank you very much, my moderator. Take off from there.
Thank you very much. And also, I want to thank our mommy, Gloria, our sister, our auntie, who has also cleared the doubts in the mind of our brother Chigozie. This is not men's station, but it is for everybody. And I want to also let all our people know that we are here for all of you. Be you man, be you a woman, we are here for all of you. And the voice of Biafra is open for everybody. No gender sentiment. And so, as we are saying, the voice of Biafra, the recognition of Biafra by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has made it bold to all. The world have heard him. And so this is God fighting and answering our prayer, just as I have said before. And God will continue to answer our prayer. Ours is to do our best. And what is that our best? Or what are that our best? You know your best. Your best, keep praying, keep committing, and make sure that you are on the right track. Never allow anybody to deceive you on how to actualize Biafra. Biafra must be actualized on non-violent movements. Anything outside that is not for Biafra. And so keep on doing your movement, keep on going about Biafra on a peaceful platform. Don't you ever involve yourself in anything violent in the name of Biafra. For we are not fighting war. We are not going to be a war zone country, but we are going to be a peaceful country, the light of the world. We are going to illuminate the world with the lights of the light from God. And so, by the time we involve ourselves in violence, it means we are not going to reflect the image, we are not going to portray the image of what we are talking about. We say that this is the land of the rising sun. And the sun never brings darkness, but sun brings light to the world. And so, we are using this medium to tell our people, be courageous on the right path, and on Biafra, we shall get there. Whichever thing the enemy plans to distract us on the way, they will never succeed. And so, our brothers and our sisters all over the world, please go about Biafra on a peaceful platform. And as we do this, as Israeli Prime Minister have recognized Biafra, so also God, in his way, the way he did it for Israel to recognize us, he will also do it on other world power countries to recognize Biafra. And so shall it be. You can see now that God is answering our prayers. That our effort since 1967 till now is not a waste. God has a way of answering the prayers of his people. And that is coming to a reality in our own time. And by the special grace of God, we are going to witness the nation Biafra without violence. And so, our people, wherever you are, as you are enjoying yourself, hoping and praying to witness the year 2018, wherever you are, make sure and bear it in mind that there is something ahead of you. And what is that? Your nation.
Now,
nation.
thank you very much, my moderator. Let us take a brief interlude of Biafra music coming from Osita Osadebe, 1973. The people start in London. Then after this interlude, we continue from there. Because they say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. As we inform our people, we use music to dilute every information we give to them. That's the expression.
Onye kwụsịrị mmanya nọ mana ife ọbụla ya uche Chukwu gabọ na ya ma gbaba n'afọ.
Thank you, Chigozie Egwonwo, for acknowledging right now that you have had a woman's voice, you know, that God is with us. We thank you so much for that.
Volume of music, please.
Thank you, my moderator. Over to you once again.
Thank you very much for that interlude of music to keep our people moving. This is still Voice of Biafra International broadcasting to you from Biafra land, moderator from Benue, Makodi. Yes, we are here to continue the recognition of Biafra by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and at the same time, the President of America, United States of America, Donald Trump. They are both of them. They have spoken and have made a very wide statements concerning Biafra. They have recognized the suffering, the inhuman treatment meted on us by Nigeria. And for this, this is a proof that God is working for us. And that is how He's going to continue until Biafra finally come to a reality. Just like as God has also given us the Biafran's victory over the enemies of the progress of Biafra at Okwe in Onimo, so shall God continue to give us victory in every ramification. Yes, every plans of the enemy to hinder this movement, God will continue to give us victory. Our enemies must fall. This is our prayer. in whichever way they form themselves, God will give us victory. And this is what God has started doing. Today, if somebody tells you that and a prime minister is going to talk about Biafra, I believe you will not agree to that. But today, the name Biafra is being heard all over the world by a prime minister of a country. This is a good news to us. This is a very big one to us Biafrans. And this is a due to your efforts, your relentless efforts since all this year to see that you have a nation of your own. This voice is still coming to you from the Sunrise Station, Voice of Biafra International from Biafra land. The Oracle is already there, coordinating every affair that has to do with the radio. And I myself, the moderator from Benue State, Makode, yes, we are reaching out unto you. This is the uniqueness of the Voice of Biafra International.
And my moderator, please, Chukwemeka Joseph Abazi from Lagos right now, Lagos in Nigeria, is saying joy to the world and great joy to all Biafrans for this recognition. We welcome their goodwill message, our brother Chukwemeka Joseph Abazi. I also have the honor informing Biafrans that this afternoon I had a telephone chat with our brother Chukwemeka Joseph Abazi, and it was quite fruitful. So we have every cause to rejoice because our voices have been heard by Israel and America. What else do we want? We have to take it up from there. My moderator, over to you.
Thank you very much, Chukwemeka. I was there. Thank you very much for your comments all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. We appreciate you, and we also greet all our people all over Nigeria and Lagos. People like Judy Chijoke, Ume Maslinos, and a host of others. We thank you all. We thank all of you for all your efforts to see that the radio is being heard all over the places in Nigeria, most especially here in Lagos. Thank you very much for your attention and tuning on to Voice of Biafra. So we thank all our people all over the world who have tuned on to this Voice of Biafra. We pray that God will never allow our efforts to go down waste. And that is our prayer. So we are still on that topic, the recognition of Biafra by the Israeli Prime Minister. We are waiting for your call. Tell us what you know about this, and we are eager to hear from you. Just give us a call, and we are going to answer whatever question you have in respect to this. Thank you as you pay attention, and as you call, you are all welcome. And so we are still appreciating and also continue to pray to God for more recognition by other countries, nations, and the presidents of nations. We are still praying that God, in His own way, will make sure that the name Biafra is being heard all over the world.
And my moderator, please, let me cut in once again. Many of our people cannot call, but they write in their goodwill messages saying they are really happy with the development. The message is coming from OC Best. OC Best is saying it is well with us. With this type of development, the recognition of Biafra by the Israeli Prime Minister and very many Americans, OC Best is saying it is well with us. Go on, my moderator.
Thank you very much.
And of course, excuse me, Uche Obinna is equally saying good evening to all Biafrans for the good news he is hearing. Thank you, my moderator.
Yes, Obinna, we heard you very well. This is the Voice of Biafra International. It is a very good one on our side that the Israeli Prime Minister and the United States, his counterpart from United States of America, they are recognizing us, and so shall it continue to be. One day, even the Great Britain also will recognize the Biafrans. And so that is due to your efforts, my effort, all of you, all of us, our efforts If not all your commitments, this wouldn't have come to this level. And we give kudos to our leader once again. And so we pray that God will bring us to our homeland, Biafra. And also, we also want to thank God who has made it possible, and our brother Innocent right away is enjoying with his family in his hometown, Enugu, and down to Nnewi. Yes, we welcome him also, and we pray that God will also take away all the enemies around him. God will chase them away from him. Likewise to all our people that are everywhere, whom the enemy has been fighting against their success. We are praying that God will wipe away and chase them away from their reach. This is our prayer. That is what Voice of Biafra is here for, to pray for our people. Yes, as well as we inform them, we bring updates from the world at large. We must talk and stand for our people. So shall it continue to be. Even the country Nigeria, one day they will speak for you. Today we are experiencing scarcity of fuel in Nigeria. So also everywhere in Nigeria there is no fuel. But we want to believe that this is orchestrated plan by some individuals and the government of the nation. We believe that one day, by the time we enter our promised land, the issue of scarcity, we shall enjoy our Christmas, we shall enjoy our New Year as it's supposed to be. I watched on net some days back. They show us Christmas and salutation from London. Everywhere was being lightened by the Christmas lights. But in Nigeria, we saw the image of darkness, where everybody were on queue waiting for fuel to buy. A natural blessing from God. We are suffering from it, all because of an individual, all because of wickedness of people. Believe you me, one day, this shall be a story to tell. It's going to be a history by the time we enter our promised land. This is the assurance Biafra is giving to all of you. All you need to do, let all our voices be one. Let us stand as one family and fight for our right. And while fighting for our right, we have to do it according to the law of the law that governs the nature of man. And so the sufferings of our people every Christmas will come to an end. Not only every Christmas, the intimidations along the way you're driving down home, you encounter lots and lots of hold-up. Policemen extorting money from the motorists, and custom extorting money from the importers. These are going to come to an end one day by the time we enter our promised land.
And my moderator, please, we are not championing Biafrans to begin to patronize Biafra-made products. We are now making it a point of duty that every Biafran should be buying cement from eBay to cement. We are telling every Biafran, if you want to buy cement, buy from eBay to cement. It is cheaper, it is more durable. We cannot abandon our people. We cannot neglect our Biafra-made products. If you go to Germany, the Germans patronize German-made products. Why can't Biafrans patronize their own products as well? If you want to buy utility vehicles, go to Innocent Motors. Innocent Motors manufactures the best vehicles you can think of. Why can't we go for a better thing? The moment we begin to patronize our products, the more Biafra gains popular attention before the international community. Don't say you want something foreign. Something foreign might not be the best. Even if our own is not the best, the more we patronize them, the more we improve. Rome, they say, was not built in a day. It takes gradual process and we arrive at perfection. Let us help Biafrans, let us help Biafra by patronizing Biafra-made products. Go to Ibeto Cement and buy a cement there. Go to Innocent Motors. Go to anything that is Biafran. Go to Abba, buy Abba-made shoes. We have the best. This is why we are here, to champion our people. And when we do this, Biafra becomes a reality. Thank you very much again, my moderator. Over to you.
Yes, thank you very much, the Oracle. What I've just said is total truth. Without patronage, our people will keep on going backward, but we advise and encourage our people to patronize our brothers' products. Innocent, if you want best of the utility car, for some weeks now, Innocent has produced the most modern utility car. He has G80, he has G60, G20. We have a Granite. I saw it on net. Wonderful vehicles, very beautiful ones. These are made in Biafra land, in a way to be precise. So we are using this opportunity to please encourage our people, patronize Innocent Motors, patronize Ibeto. Please and please, we advise, go down to Aba and buy made in Aba shoes, made in Aba clothes. Yes,
even Abakaliki rice, is more nutritious, is better. Let us buy our yams, our tomatoes, our cassava, our cocoyam, our everything. Let us make Biafra an economic nation so that we feed the whole world. Thank you, my moderator.
Biafra is richly blessed by God. Whatsoever you want in the world, it is found in Biafra land.
And excuse my moderator, let me cut in again. One of our brothers called Ikechukwu is sending message from Eco City blog, and the message is from America. He said the Nigerian action against Jerusalem, has shown the world that 2018 there must be a nation called Biafra. Biafra is here with the Biafrans. Israel, Jerusalem, the capital city of Jerusalem. So Jerusalem has been recognized now as Israel's eternal capital, that the next port of call is Biafra. This is what he's saying from Eco City blog, a message coming from the stairs. The person that sent this message is our brother called Ikechukwu. We are indeed delighted that our people are responding and are getting hilarious over the whole messages. Go on, my moderator.
Yes, Ikechukwu, you are very correct. The error and the mistake of one will bring the stand and the correction of another. Truth must be told. Biafra must come to be. We have worked tirelessly for this, and we continue to work tirelessly for it. And God will help us to bring this to fulfillment. As we are seeing it today, it is no joke. These are reality on ground. We are not just making noise. We are telling you the real. These are from the reliable source. The information coming to you from the voice of Biafra International are not just copy stories. They are reality. The Benjamin Netanyahu made this comment 3 times on different occasions in the issue of Biafra, and so shall it continue to be. Believe you me, in no distant time, the nation's president will continue to talk about Biafra. The way God is going to do it for us, we don't know. But all we know is that Biafra must enter every nation's president's mouth. They must speak about Biafra. That is God for you. And so we are still telling and advising our people to continue to patronize, as we have seen that in Biafra land we have all it takes to stand economic-wise. We have all it takes to stand on our own. We are richly blessed. Scientifically, we are rich. Whichever one, anyhow, in mineral resources, gold, blessed our land richly. Our land is a green land. Whatever you plant in our land produce bountifully. You see our yam on the 25th of November. You see yams that are bigger than human beings. These are products from the land of Biafra. Honestly speaking, our rice, they have the best taste in the world. You go to Anambra, they have Anambra rice. You go to Abakaliki, we have Abakaliki rice. You go to when you go to Abia State, you have all it takes in that land, all sorts of fruits. Yes, when you go down to Aba, they have the best of textiles. Yes, you have clothes, modern clothes, designers. We have best designers in Aba. Yes, they produce, they supply even to the West African countries. You go there, you see these are the products, these are products produced in Biafra land. So tell me, what is it? If you go there in science, our brother is there. Come to talk about Philip Imawale, the inventor of the fastest computer in the world. These are beings God bless Biafra with. And so,
even if we want to buy computer, we go to Stan Eke. You know, Stan Eke manufactures computer. We also can buy our computer from Stan Eke. This is certain. And let me equally inform Biafrans that on the 11th of January, the Yorubas will be holding a meeting with the Igbos at Enugu. This meeting is very, very important, but we are telling our neighbors, the Yorubas, it is not enough to talk of one southern Nigeria, when all the seaports are located only in Lagos, the Tinkan Island port and the Apapa seaport. No, if we must talk of one southern Nigeria, one focused southern Nigeria, we must make sure we decentralize seaports. We have at Tinkan Island port in Lagos, we have at Apapa seaport in Lagos. We also must have one seaport in Warri, Port Harcourt, Calabar, and Onitsha inland port. When we decentralize all the seaports to every part of the south, now we begin to talk of one south. But a situation where all the seaports are concentrated in Lagos, or all the international airports are outside Biafra land, how could you convince an average Igbo man or Biafra man that one south is a reality? No. We want a situation where the entire South becomes a beneficiary to all the economic activities. We are now out to defend the Biafra, to protect the Igbo interests, to protect our own economic heritage, to make sure that we are no longer taken for granted or to be used as a tool to untie anybody's knot. No, we are now prepared to assert our understanding of the realities around. We are no longer prepared to compromise. We are here to fight in terms of equality. And anybody that doesn't want to accept that way does not want a united South. Don't forget, don't misunderstand me. When I talk of one united South, I don't mean that we have to relinquish Biafra. No, Biafra is an institution established by God, and no matter our agreement to one focused South, Biafra becomes a reality. This is what we are saying, and that is why we are here, to make sure that Biafra and Biafrans must come to be, and any form of Biafra's interest, social, economic, historical, religious, we are here to protect each and every one of them. Just like we are saying now that Biafra products must be patronized, anything Biafran, the shoes in Aba, the clothes or textiles in Aba, we are going to patronize them. Ibeto Cement, we are going to patronize Ibeto Cement. We are going to patronize Inosun Motors. Tell us what you can manufacture or produce or cultivate in Biafra land. We must champion our people. We ginger our people to patronize you. And while we are talking, our sister, the Biafran lady, the #1 Biafran lady, Sister Rita Eberechukwu Anibog, is sending us her compliments of the season and to all Biafrans. We thank you, our sister Rita Adibog, wherever you are right now. You are indeed an Amazon, and we so much recognize your unrelenting contributions, commitments to our Biafra struggle. We also ginger other women, other Biafra ladies to emulate you and come out and support whatever we are doing, insofar as we are doing this not only for our own generation, but for our generations to come. This is why we are here. Thank you so much, our sister Rita Anibog, for sending compliments to all Biafrans, and every Biafran in any part of the world is now receiving a message of the season. Thank you so much for being with us. My moderator, over to you. Emphasize more on Biafran made goods.
Thank you.
We are going to patronize Biafran made goods. This is how foreign nations develop. China does it. Remember, there was a time when Chamamua was the president of China. He made it abundantly clear to Chinese people, if you cannot produce clothes, go naked. If you cannot produce food, go hungry. If you cannot produce arms, let the enemies come and conquer you. Whatever you have to use to achieve to achieve yourself as a nation must be produced in China. What are Biafrans? We are more talented than even Chinese people. Let us come together and tell ourselves the gospel truth. What can we do for Biafra? Tell us, and we're going to patronize you. This is what we are saying. Go to the villages, go to the hinterlands, seek out, sort out. Let us harvest those young boys and girls who have a lot of things to offer by way of created or creative talents. We are going to sponsor them. Tell us what you can do for Biafra, and Biafra will protect you. My moderator, over to you.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna. Honestly speaking, just like innocent motors and
okay, please, my moderator, please excuse me. There is a very important message which our sister Eberechku Rita Anbog is sending. She is saying that Inosun also manufactures plastics. That Inosun manufactures plastics, which we can also patronize. I didn't even know. That is why it's good here. We get information from our people and pass it across to every part of the world. I never knew that Inosun also manufactures plastics. So this is a wonderful information. Then to you Biafrans, to you Igbos, if you want any type of plastic, whatever container, call it what, go to Inosun, you have the best quality. This is what we have to do to encourage one of us. Remember, Inosun is employing more than 5,000 Biafrans. More than 5,000 Biafrans. Tell me what? One individual employing more than 5,000 Biafrans. If any other Biafran employs 1,000, 3,000 and more, what do you mean? There won't be any form of unemployment in Biafra land again. Criminality will cease. Yahoo matters will cease. Brigandage will cease. Cultism will cease. Everybody shall be happy because everybody earns their basic salary. So these are the things we want. Thank you, our sister Rita Eberechku Adibog, for informing us and every Biafran that Inosun also manufactures state-of-the-art plastics. Thank you very much, my moderator. Over to you once again.
Cables to Ikenna.
Oh, that is so good. Please tell Biafrans that. Tell Biafrans that.
Yes.
It's better
Yes. Our brother, he is not only into vehicle, into motor manufacturing, he is also into plastic and armored cable. Most of the prepared meter using in Nigeria today is being produced by Inosun. This is to tell you how far God has endowed Biafra. Honestly, even our brother Chinedu Abodike is also into agri production. He has a lot to offer to Biafrans. These are the endowments naturally from God, the Creator. And so we are advising our people, please try as much as possible to patronize our made in Biafran products. Anything at all. You call it rice, we have rice.
Tell me what, my moderator, since I told you, of course we are broadcasting from Biafra land right now. Since I told you Biafra land, I have been eating only Abakaliki rice. Only Abakaliki rice. Very, very nutritious. Very, very delicious. I've been drinking palm wine, raffia wine. This is enervate me. This is refresh me with more blood. These are the things we want. I have been eating yam, or I mean harvested from our farms, maize here and there. What again are you talking about? I have never felt a bit hungry since I came down to Biafra land. I can now understand that east or west, home remains the best. All we need to do now is to make sure that we have constant electricity, constant power supply. Once we have regular power supply, once we have regular flow of water, we can go places. The sky cannot even be our limit. We shall go beyond the skies and the stars. My moderator, once again, over to you.
Yes, thank you, brother. Honestly speaking, you are highly welcome, and the Biafran land welcomes you. And so we continue to advise our people on the need to patronize the products from the Biafra land. Honestly speaking, they will do us more good than buying from outside. Everything you need, we have them in quantum in Biafra land. Let us boycott foreign goods. It is very, very important. Our brother, for the fact that he has employed more than 5,000 different youths, it is a very big thing to us. And as we continue to patronize others, we continue to invest in Biafra land. It is because of low patronage. That is why most of them are running away from Biafra land. But since most of them are seeing the importance, the benefits to invest in Biafra land, because our people are now patronizing them. Most of them are regretting having their plants, having their factory, their company outside Biafra land.
And excuse me, my moderator, please. Once again, we are getting more information from our sister Rita Iburetko. She is saying that Adan, you know, we have rice produced in Adan. In fact, these are some of the knowledge I don't know before. That Adan rice, which is produced at Ozowani, local government area of Enugu State, is the best in Nigeria. That rice produced in Ozowani, local government area of Enugu State, is the best in Nigeria. I would like to eat that particular rice from Ozowani before I fly back to Europe. So this is the situation of things now. I would like to test it right now. I'll be eating Abakaliki rice. It's very good. I also would like tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, I will look out for this rice from Ozowani, Adan in particular, and test it equally. So that when we go back to Europe, we tell Europeans, come to Biafra land and purchase our rice and have the true nutrition which you so much deserve. Not the polished ones we have here. No. Let's go to Biafra land. And even, let me be candid with you. When you taste chicken here in Europe or in America, you don't have the taste of chicken. But when you come to Biafra land and taste our chicken, only the aroma will make you go asleep. Honestly, taste our chicken, you get the true taste of it all. Taste our goat, our cow, everything in Biafra. You get the true taste. Taste our onions. Oh my God, it is good to be at home. When you taste Biafran things, you will enjoy the full benefit of it all. We are here suffering over there, tasting all this polished food and what have you that does not give us anything energetic. We have to go towards Biafra and then inhabit Biafra, harvest Biafra, support Biafra, and think Biafra always. Here in Germany, where we come from, every day and all day long, you see Germans, flying their flag because they are so much contented with what they have and they patronize their homemade products. Why can't we, as Biafrans as well, eat this particular rice from Adan, Ozowani local government area of Enugu State, and the one produced at Abakaliki? Come to my own community and buy palm wine. Our raffia wine, my grandmother's cocoa yam is so tasty. Right now, we have a new brand of yam flour, which you can use to prepare special menu. Cocoa yam, cassava, name them, potato. When we have all this, tell me, even if there is war that is to last for 20 good years, we shall never go hungry. During the 1967-70, it was called land army. Just like my moderator pointed out some minutes ago, Professor Chinedu Abodike is a medical doctor, but today he's into agriculture, producing food in large quantity for our teeming population. Where are the departments of agriculture in every other Biafra university? What are the professors doing? You cannot tell me you're a professor of agriculture when you only go to the classroom talking, and then talking, expanding theories. Go to the farm, take your boys and girls, your students to the farm, produce, cultivate. When you do all these things, now we shall be prepared to come and buy from you. Go to the farm, cultivate maize in large quantity. With maize you can get wine, with maize you can get juice, with maize you can even get hot drink.
Yes, exactly.
Even with maize you can get flour meals. Some of these things we eat daily.
Yes.
We have all this manifold variety. What are we waiting for? You think of drink, you want to drink 5 alive. The fruits we have even in Biafra land can give you the best. What are we waiting for?
Yes.
Biafra land is a land that flows with milk and honey. God has so blessed us abundantly. Let us be glorified. Let us give glory to God and go to the farm and cultivate and then harvest thereafter. When we do all this, tell me what? Biafra becomes a nation and people will be struggling, begging to have our visa to enter Biafra land. I bet you there will be a time when people shall be begging for Biafra visa just like the whole world is begging for German visa today. Quote me. My moderator, over to you once again.
Thank you very much, Ken, from Biafra land. Honestly speaking, not only others the animal rights, we also have Anam yam, the biggest yam all over West Africa. If you want to see the fastest yam in Africa, you go to Anam. They produce the biggest yam. These are the products being produced in from the Biafran soil.
Yeah, please, I have to inform you, my moderator. I think Jude Chijoke is online. Jude, are you online with us right now? Jude Chijoke.
Yes.
Okay, so my moderator, take note. Jude is online. I have our mobile radio number where I monitor anybody that comes online. Please.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. Jude, you are highly welcome. I believe you must have overheard us the topic we have today. We're discussing with our Biafrans, brothers all over the world and the world in general. We have the topic, the recognition of Biafra by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his counterpart, Donald Trump.
Now, excuse me, my moderator, please. Excuse me, my moderator. Jude, before you come in, it's good when somebody states a fact, we have a supporter, somebody who can testify to it. Our brother Chukwemeka Joseph Abaze is testifying to what our sister Ebere Chukuri Tanibog said. He is saying that I can testify to Adan rice. Indeed, is very palatable. You can imagine that word, palatable. That Adan rice is very, very palatable. And I am assuring Biafra that when tomorrow comes, I'm going to market to look out for this Adan rice. I must surely eat it. Back to you, my moderator, and back to you, Jude Chijoke.
All right, thank you very much, Jude. As I was saying, the recognition of Biafra by these two presidents of one of the part of the powerful countries in the world, Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. That is the topic we have at hand today. And I would like you to greet our Biafran brothers all over the world. Over to you, Jude from Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you, Uchenna Okeke. Good evening, fellow Biafran. This is Jude Chijoke, and I am joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you all as you pay attention and listen to our contributions. In regard of what you just told me, first of all, I'm apologizing for a bit late. It was due to some hold up but my point goes this way. It is a thing of a joy to hear such a news. It is wonderful. It's such a wonderful news. I think all Biafrans, should rejoice, because I think it's our time to really showcase to the world what stuff we are made of. But at the same time, I would like the world to understand that we didn't got this recognition just based on abusing people. We didn't got this recognition based on
please, my brother, excuse me. Don't be offended because I want to step up briefly, but I want to give you information. You are the moderator. We are getting good news from Biafra land. You take notes so that when you are talking, comment on it. We are getting this good news again from our sister Rita Ebrechko and Bob, that apart from this palatable rice testified to by our brother America Joseph Abazi, that we also have raw pens in all parts of Ozo 1. Just like we have limestone all over Ebonyi State. Look at it. We have to take record of all these things. We have raw pens all over Ozo 1 and limestone all over Ebonyi State. Tell me, we have everything it takes to be a very rich nation. God has endowed on Biafra all these things. Why can't we rejoice? We really thank our sister for providing us with this type of wonderful information. And the Biafrans all over the world are listening to this now to understand why we must commit ourselves to Biafra struggle. Thanking God that our Israeli Prime Minister on 3 different occasions has made it clear that Biafra is coming and they are sympathetic to Biafra cause. Jude, over to you. I'm sorry for cutting in.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ikenna. Like I am saying, it is a thing of a joy. It's such a wonderful news, that all our efforts have at least started yielding, the results. And Biafrans all over the world should be very proud to be Biafran, because we have started the struggle over 80 years ago by non-violent, peaceful struggle. And today, if the non-violence and the being peaceful is paying, it really shows that we are on the right track. And it's a very big kudos to all Biafrans, and I will continue to tell Biafrans that it is not all over. We should continue with whatever we've been doing for the past 18 years. Whoever you are, a lot of people actually thought it is just by coming on air to abuse people and cause all kinds of names. That is not what the whole thing requires. It has to do with stages, and which we have started from the beginning, and we have remained non-violent. And today, I think it is a very good result. I am very, very happy. It is a very good news, and I'm happy that such a news is coming in 2017. It's because a lot of people were like, how many years are you people going to, be on this struggle before you get Biafra? And then we told them that Biafra is already here. But it's just that most of you can't see it. But all you think you are just hoping or waiting for when you are going to. We've had all our functions ready. The government is already here. And I'm very happy that such a news is being broken at this particular day, and at the same time 2017. So in the times of the other, both in terms of agriculture, I think I would like to listen more to know so I don't miss the particular topic of discussion. So Uchenna Okeke, I'm very happy, and I will spread the news as well. But I will also like to get more facts, so we don't get it wrong.
All right. Thank you very much.
Let me continue. About concerning the recognition given to Biafra by the Israeli Prime Minister, I listened to the broadcast. It is not a paper report. It is not hearsay. I listened with my open ears to the speech delivered by Benjamin Netanyahu to Israeli Knesset. I listened to it, both the Jewish version or the Jewish version of it and the English version. I listened to it myself. It is not hearsay. I stand in authority of what I say. We don't just come to Voice of Biafra International to spread news. No. We depend on facts, and before we give it to you, we must have verified. What I am giving to you is a verifiable information. Search it out, you get it. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna, for that clarification. The truth is that the Voice of Biafra International doesn't give out fake news. We tell you what is right and what is obtainable anywhere you go. And that is the quality of the Voice of Biafra International. And we continue to give you rightful information. We continue to direct you on a right way to follow. That is what the Voice of Biafra is made of. And so, on the aspect of agriculture in which we have been advising our people, we have been advising our people on the need to patronize our people. All the products produced in Biafra land, we have been advising our people. In the agric, we have the paste of rice. In the agric, we have the paste of yam. In the agric, cocoyams are there. Palm oil, palm kernel oil, we have them. What is it? Name them. All the fruits blessed, God blessed Israel with. You find them all in Biafra land. The plenty of palm trees. The Bible says you will flourish like the palm tree that never got withered. If you come to Biafra land, you have enough of them. Yes, a certain country from Asia borrowed a palm tree from us, and today they are one of the best producing palm oil in the world. Was that Indonesia? Yes, if I'm not mistaken. And so, honestly speaking, the nation Biafra is blessed.
Okay, look at this again. This is on Twitter by an American, Naomi Litvin. She says, Nigeria voted against USA in UN vote to favor Jerusalem as Israel's capital. They will be cut off from financial aid soon. USA to save $606 million a year. Biafra supports USA and Israel. The Biafra that supports USA and Israel doesn't need financial aid. Biafra, that they need rather allies. Biafra referendum will be our greatest African ally. That is, Biafra shall be their greatest African ally. This is what Naomi Litvin is saying, that Biafra is going to be their greatest African ally. Note that.
Yes.
Note that very well. So this is coming from an American to tell you we are not joking, to tell you we are not here for child's play. And it's not even enough. As we go on, I will bring you information from Twitter written by different Americans. Before then, over to you, Jude, and my moderator.
Honestly, Ikena, what you said is very correct. I've read that information from America, most especially the one talking about ally. That Biafra is going to be their ally in Africa, their best ally. This is truth. You are not just saying what you don't know, but you are saying correctly what you know.
And we are getting more information. Our sister is saying that in Enugu State we have a cucumber. Remember, apart from serving as food, cucumber is highly medicinal. That we have a cucumber, the best cucumber you can ever get in the whole world, from Enugu State. Even at Nsukka, from Nsukka, we produce the best pepper you can ever think of in Nigeria. The best pepper you can think of in Nigeria, we have it in Nsukka. I think every part of Biafra land is blessed. Very, very blessed.
Apple in Nigeria State. Apple.
Tell me what? Even cashew nuts everywhere. From Okigba towards Enugu, see cashew nuts, fruits everywhere. What are we talking about? We have everything it takes. We are not going to go hungry. When they threaten us that if we go back to Biafra, we are going to die of hunger and starvation, let us laugh at them, because we have everything it takes to feed ourselves as a nation. We so much thank and appreciate our sister Rita Eberechukwu Anibog for providing Biafrans with such wonderful good news, such wonderful information. We're on the right track and we must not relent. Back to you, my moderator.
Thank you very much. We supply oil to the all corners of Nigeria, even Africa at large. You call it petrochemical oil, we supply. You call it palm oil, we supply. These are the products produced in Biafra land. This is what God has blessed us with. They come to our land, we have the best of rice. Adaziani, the rice are rich. You go down to Abakaliki, the rice are rich. All the varieties of fruits you want, the cucumber, naturally, no fertilizer. The moment you plant the seed, they will give you the best, the fattest. I have seen it even in my own village in Ogu, Enugu State. The one my sister planted, they were very rich, very huge. I have never seen that here in Benue State. Even the one they produce in Jos, they are not as big as that one and very tasty. They are too sweet. And so, what they say, all we need to do just clear the land and put any seed in next thing. God, in His own way, knows how He fertilizes them. We don't know, but that is how rich this land Biafrans is. And so, we tell you, go patronize our people. Go patronize Ibeto. He is into car manufacturing. He is into plastic manufacturing. He is into armored cable manufacturing. He produces all those things. This is the man from the land of the rising sun, Mr. Innocent Chukwuma, who again, Chinedu Abodike, is into agriculture. He produces them in quantum. So we are using this medium of Voice of Biafra International to advise you, our Biafran brothers and our Biafran friends, even Nigerians. Yes, we advise you patronize our products and it will be well with you. Jude Chidoke, I don't know, have you gotten the comprehension of our discussion in terms of agriculture? What do you still have to tell our people?
Yes, thank you very much, Uchenna. Okay. It is quite a thing of joy, that we are actually glancing, talking about the agricultural sector. It is very, very important because agriculture has a very big role to play in every nation, most especially new nation, because they say no farmers, no nation. So when you are talking of the productions, what can be cultivated, most especially what we have in Biafran lands, which most of us didn't know. I myself, I was though surprised, but not too surprised. But from the way it sounds, I love the way the bim-massob leader, Chief Dr. Ralph Wazwike, appointed the director in terms of the agriculture. People, ministries under people that worked under the agricultural, firm, cultivating a lot of things which our people are still yet to bring out the results. But presently, from what you've mentioned, rice, the cucumber, fruits, and what have you. So I'm so in.
I just also did my brother, please. Even we are getting more news from our sister, that even that the eggs, carrots, onions, all these things our people think are produced in the north are all with us in Biafra land, at Nsukka, to be specific. That we have all these things. Why then do we complain? Take it up from there, please, Jude.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you said now, you said including garden eggs,
yes,
onions,
carrots, all of them.
Carrots, yeah.
Yes.
Like these are things that I have seen with my own eyes.
Oh, that's good.
Even I myself, we have cultivated, cucumber as well, including watermelons. I noticed it was also yield a lot of results as well. So, like you are saying, a lot of our people are still thinking that maybe agriculture firm is not getting results or it is not for us. But at the same time, some people are going into it. Just likewise, like me and and some other people who have actually gone into they have gone into farming, and then the results are coming out, but they are coming out gradual.
Exactly.
Why? Because the government of Nigeria, always look down on the people of our own area simply because we are not being treated fairly. For example, each time they are to map out a certain funds in terms to support agriculture, you will notice that over 80 to 90% moves to their places. So their people usually come back home to farm and cultivate concerning against the next year. So they continue to brag and then write our own people off, using it as if they are the ones that are feeding the whole nation.
Jude, please hold on. Jude, please hold on. Please hold on.
Well.
Jude, hold on, please. Please hold on, please. Hold on, please. Look, please, Chief, I'm on radio line. I'll call you back after. Chief. Yeah, please, Chief, I'll call back. We're on radio line. Yeah, go on, please. And before you on, Jude, please, we are also getting more information from our sister Ebere Chukwuadibog, that even we have cow ranches all over in Soka. Cow ranches. So I thought that it's only from the north we have cows and what have you. That's what I thought. So, but now we are getting information that even cow ranches, cattle ranches, we have them in Soka. So tell me, why can't we be proud of ourselves as Biafrans? Tell me, what are we waiting for? So these are things we have to promote. These are things we have to encourage. These are things we have to champion our people into cultivating, into harvesting, making sure that we make use of all these things and be proud of them instead of depending on importation, foreign ideologies, foreign philosophies that do not help us. When God created human beings, He put you where you can get the best, and He surrounded you with what will help you. If you forget your own and you depend on foreign matters, foreign importation, you are wasting your time. That is the fact. Okay, I remember some time ago in my village, we used to have this local soap. If you use this soap, I think it was made from palm oil, this or whatever. If you use it to wash your clothes, I remember when we were in the primary school, if you use it to wash your white, it will become whiter than snow. But today, what do we use? We buy what we don't know of from foreign countries. And when you use all this to wash your hands, wash your fingers, everything is dried up. Let us go back home. Let us go back to the cradle. Let us go and make use of what infinite Jehovah has given to us. When we make use of all these gifts, we are at home too and with ourselves. This is what we want. Please, my brother Jude Chijoke, move on from there.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna. Like I am saying earlier, most of our people still think that agriculture does not pay. Most of our people still think that agriculture is for the poor. But at the same time, a lot of them have started, to get to understand that without agriculture, we have nowhere. We are not heading anywhere. We cannot convince the world that we can be on our own, and feed our own self if we do not go into agriculture. So the same way we started by few, then a lot of people were now going into it. That is where it matters most. So we should totally ignore the way the government of Nigeria is, treating the people of our own area due to the way they map out money. Sometimes they map out 4 billion naira. Sometimes they map out 2 billion. They call it all kinds of names to support agriculture. And you find out that this same money always circulates in a particular side of the country, just a little percentage that crosses over. And now that little percentage will always, will not serve and will not really, support farmers in a way from our own particular area. So we in Biafra land really have to use our own method, just like the same way we produce, we power our own house, just like the same way we make sure that there is water that we drink, just like the same way we provide security for our own self. We should, at the same way, find out that we have to start something And by that, what we have started, by that we have some support because Biafra is already here, and I believe that by the time the bim-massob started rolling out most of the agricultural program, I believe that we can easily venture into these things and produce more of our crops, more of our foods in a very large scale, because that is what we really need. First of all, you have to produce the ones you are going to feed to your own self before you talk of export. Because even now, you find out that there are some, cassava, there are some, particular food items which that haven't really circulated very well. But already people have started doing what? Exporting.
Let me cut in again. Are you aware that here in Germany today, we have cassava flour? We have cassava flour being sold in some German Afro shops, where Nigerians, Africans go and buy. This thing replaces whatever semolina they have from US for baking or whatever. So you have a yam flour in Germany now. You have cassava flour in Germany. We even have this type of flour from our own local potato. So I remember during the last what do you call it? During the last Ojukwu Memorial Day on the 26th November at Owerri, the bim-massob family displayed a lot of agro produce. And I believe from there and what other farmers are doing is what we have today in Germany by way of cassava flour, yam flour, potato flour, and even plantain flour. This is a good and it's good to our own health. Let us depend on what we produce locally. It is more nutritious and not depending on importation. Go on from there, please.
Yes, thank you very much. Ikenna. I am so happy that the more we discuss, concerning the issue of agricultural products, that there are more testimonies coming out that these things are also being exported to other the other part of the world. That will prove and that will show that by the time Biafra comes in full realization to be there is going to be a lot of agricultural products, including poultry, including all kinds of eateries and co. will be exported. Biafra will be probably a zero importation country. I think I'm so happy that most of my friends, colleagues, people that I know, have actually ventured into small kinds of agricultural products, which they are living by today. For example, I know most of them who every end of the year they usually try to get this small breed, this new breed, like they're going into poultry. They started training chickens, from little. Then within 3-4 months, then you find out that it doesn't even serve towards the Xmas period because our people consume so much of this, chicken towards the end of the year. And now, if you find out that sometimes they have 300, 400, 500, and before the year ends, you find out that it doesn't even serve. Even people that brought in this issue of cow run, you see that the issue of cow, people are buying cows. There's enough. You see, this festive period usually opens a lot of people's eyes. You see people that are into this mini fish pond, and they'll be trying to keep the fishes and every other. Then towards the end of the year, you find out that the stock that they have been training for the past 6-7 months, that usually people are picking gradually, today they sold up everything and they have to go and start looking for. So I think we should learn to ensure that our money circulates within us, because I believe by now a lot of money are moving down to Biafra lands, because all part of Biafrans that are all part of the world are coming down to Biafra land. So if whatever we are spending, whatever money that we are spending, we are spending it in our own places, and they still stays in our places and circulate within there will be jobs. If someone can buy 100 fishes and now train them to 500, and you sold that 500, you will intend to employ somebody else and open various branches, since you are the same people that consume that same particular disease, including drinks. There are various all kinds of drink, call it anything you want, including beer and all those stuffs. These stuffs are what our people are known of. These stuffs are, so we should as well, the places we spend money, we should ensure that the money stays within us and circulates. Not when we gather money, we do all the thing, we end up going to buy things, going to get something we can produce.
Now, let me put it again, before I forget. You know, during the last 26th anniversary of Memorial Day, I saw some bottles of wine hot brewed in Biafra land, and they were of special quality. Now, I really appreciate the bim-massob family under Chief Wazirike for having that initiative to encouraging our people into productivity. That type of wine and hot were of very wonderful quality. This is a testimony coming from those who tested each and every one of them. What again we are encouraging, or we are appealing to the bim-massob family, is to begin a process of establishing or setting up processing industries or machines. From there, we have a preservation culture. Once we have processing machines to take care of all these things we produce in Biafra land, cassava, yam, cocoa yam, potato, plantain, banana, cashew, each and every one of them, and able to have a preservation culture where these things, when they are processed, they can last for months and years, so that we wouldn't go begging in case of an emergency. So when we have all these things, don't forget that it will also give our people employment. And that is true. When we do all these things, you tell me, the world will be compelled to say, this is a nation of Biafra. Let us emphasize more on all these things. Judy.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna. You know, like I am even saying, you know, it even escaped my mind that I've actually tasted that same wine that you are talking of. You know, there was a time a great, my superior, you know, he went to a meeting at Owerri, and when he came back, he brought a wine in a very big bottle, and I saw the picture of our late leader, Chukwuemeka one. So I saw this picture there, and I was able to, you know, say, let me test a bit. And by the time I tested it, I could not differentiate the wine with a fair wine. I was like, the wine is very, very mild, and the content, by the time you test it, and by the time you stay for like a minute or so, you find out that it goes very easily in the throat, and it doesn't disturb in any way. And I was filled with joy. I was like, we have not yet. This is just an individual effort. But what happened when we start in mass producing this, you know, particular wine in mass? I think it's a very thing. And today I still see the wine which is being exhibited. So that is to show that if we can as well be producing the wine and be putting it our own made, and encourage our people to buy it, with time you will see that the same, the same ingredients that are used to make that particular wine, you find out that it is being cultivated in Biafra.
Yeah, Jude, there's something very, very important you said now. When we produce anything, we give it our own name. Not when we make something like shoe, we say made in Italy. No. If the wine is made in Biafra land by the bim-massob family, let the label be bim-massob Biafra land. Bim-massob Biafra land. If the shoe is made in Aba, let it be made in Aba Biafra land. If the food item is produced in Biafra land, let us here produce in Biafra land. We encourage ourselves, we encourage competitiveness, we encourage productivity. When you label your name, you tell the whole world this is what you can do. China can never produce anything and say made in Germany or made in Italy. Italy cannot make anything and say made in Germany or made in China. Neither will Germany. Oh, tell me what? Germany will tell you the whole world that they are in charge. Let whatever we produce in Biafra land bear Biafra tag. Let it have a Biafra flag for us to know that we are up to something. Give us a name. And let me cut in again. This idea of answering foreign names, we have to stop what this is. Let us go back to the basics, to the credo. Use our names for ourselves, our children. Use our names for what we produce locally. The idea of answering Rollinson or Josephson or Darlington or all this intent, all these things must end. Go back to the credo and answer them that have meanings. Go back to the credo. If we have a wine or drink made by the bim-massob family, let it be bim-massob Biafra land. Shoe, Aba, Biafra land. Rice, Ozowan, Biafra land. Cucumber. Tell me what? Why can't the world take us serious? These are the things we want. Go on, please, Joe Chijoke.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna. This is exactly what our people should be looking into, because, for example, if that same tastes very good and our people really love it and it's so medicinal and it's not something that affects has a negative effect on the body, I think our people will now know that we will start to cultivate that particular particular ingredients of that particular fruit which we are used to make those particular wine. Before you know, it will be the same money. Money will be coming into Biafran land, and the same things, the whole material, the whole things that are being used to produce that particular thing, we'll find out that it's within in Biafran land. This is what exactly China is doing. Like for example, for the past, for last week, we discussed the Biafran League. So I was unable to contribute much because of my network. Actually, it links together. There's a way I would like to link, because I was trying to also emphasize the point of Biafran sports, how we are going to run the Biafran sports, and it will become a very, very big and interesting football, most especially to the world. The world will now recognize Biafran Sports League more faster than we even expected. For example, that the footwear, let me talk of the boots, which we normally use. I believe that our people can produce football boots, engrave it, made in Biafra.
Exactly.
The jersey that we put on.
Exactly.
Yes,
Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much for saying this. Aba can produce quality boots made in Biafra. Honestly, thank you for saying this, and Biafras are listening. Go on.
Yes. So, like I am saying, the boots that we are going to use to run to be playing that particular league, I will love the boots to be produced in Aba, and it will be engraved, made in Biafra, including the jersey. We should make the jersey to be of a quality kind of jersey, and this jersey should have a particular price tag, including the football that are going to use in playing the league should be produced in our own place. So by the time we start going for tour, going out, showcasing the world, we can as well sell our name and sell the products that were made directly from Biafra. There is nothing that is more that gives joy. People will say, yes, I am not just buying a jersey of this particular Biafra league, the people of maybe a particular, Lagos, Yanagua, Onitsha, because there are different groups playing each other. I'm not just buying the particular jersey, but I'm buying the jersey that was made right directly from our own home, and the quality is okay, and I am buying this to support this particular team, to prove that yes, I'm not just a fan of Arsenal, I'm not just a fan of Chelsea or Manchester United or Barcelona or what have you. I am also a fan of my own country club side. I think this is going to really give it, because this is how we can be able to come together It doesn't necessarily mean you will only have to bring money and say, take this. You will only support. You support. You put your money where your mouth is. This is exactly how we are going to come into the world, bring our own products, and we can produce all kinds of hand bangles, including caps and perfume, and showcase these things to the world. The world is really watching, and we should as well ensure that most of 90 to 100% of whatever that will be used to produce that particular thing to be an interesting and a very good and a very big mobilization when we are
okay. Jude, something comes to my mind again. Jude, something comes to my mind again, and is in relation to what you are saying. Like this Biafra League, nothing stops innocent. Donating Jesse. At the back of it all, it is written innocent. Nothing stops Ibeto from donating Jesse. At the back of the Jesse is written Ibeto. Maybe if Abba is playing Umahia, the Jesse won by Abba could be Ibeto. The one by Umahia could be innocent. The next one between Newi and Onitsha, it could be Ifa Yoba. This and this. So when we have our people donating Jesse, we imprint their names at the back of it, or even front, the front side rather. By so doing, we promote ourselves. You can use things like this to promote your home manufacture. It is done. Take for example, when there is any football fiesta worldwide, you can see German Telecom sponsoring. You can see Suzuki. You can see Mercedes. You can see BMW. These people sacrifice money promoting their products by donating jerseys or boots or what have you. We can as well tell our businessmen and women, what do you have to donate for Biafra League? Write your name on it. While we are using this jersey, writing your name to play these football matches, people, the whole world will know, oh, so this type of person, this person produces this type of thing. This is how we promote our culture, our industry, our whatever you can think of. Let us emphasize more on this equally, Jude. This is what what I have just said, that is in relation to what you were saying. So move on from there. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Ikenna. It gives joy, that when we are emphasizing rubbing minds together, more facts, how our people can easily come in, which is coming out actually. It gives joy because initially, what actually, crossing my mind was, as a businessman, we have a lot of our people into a particular business, doing all various kinds of business. Sometimes some people depend in a kind of maybe ways. And if the people who depend
please, somebody's playing the radio there, put it down.
And again, in the next 10 minutes, Jude, please, you have to be snappy. In the next 10 minutes, we are going to wrap up the broadcast tonight.
All right, thank you. So like I am saying, the businessmen, that are into a particular wares, that sells all kinds of wares, can as well form an association to come together to see a way that they can be able to sponsor. Even if they can just produce a particular thing and say, yes, this is exactly what we are, or this is exactly what we are using to support this particular thing, or support this particular the league entirely, I think it is going to go a long way. Even our big men, because a lot of them will not want to come out, open or public presently. Some will like, to offer some financial assistance. I think there should be a medium which all these things can be collected, and hence we are doing something that they are seeing. People like sports. Our people like sports. So, football is a very, very important role which have actually helped, that we helped in terms of unifying Biafrans. And I love the way, the bim-massob, actually bring that particular Biafran league up. But at the same time, what we are discussing now, it's more of the way that is going to be of help. So when you talk in terms of sponsorship, I think our businessmen, our women, our wealthy people, including those in abroad, because there are a lot of them who in abroad that have various items to be marketed. Even our people does not know that they are probably shareholders in that particular different kinds of items that are being sold around the world. They can as well use this same opportunity and come into it, because it is better that it is those in abroad that start. They should start before the other ones here will as well learn, and maybe eventually join them and continue from where they started.
Yes,
really
sorry, this is my own personal good news. Sister Rita Berechku Anibog is promising me a bag of Adane rice before I travel back to Europe. This is wonderful. I think I'll be well fed. I will grow fatter before I fly back to Europe. Thank you so much, Sister Rita Anibog. I will reach out to you beyond this hour. You're welcome. Jude, over to you once again.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna. Ikenna, I think I would like to have.
You see, now you want to have some cups of it. You see now.
It gives joy.
I will give you, of course. We are working together. I will give you some cups. Some jerrycan of rice, they call it. Yes.
I will really appreciate it, but I don't think a single delica will do me, because I know I eat very well to keep fit. So this particular rice we are talking of, I will really like.
We are going to share
really
it
have a good taste of it.
Yes, honestly.
So, like I am saying, it is a thing of joy. I'm so happy that a lot of things are being produced in Biafra land, and I believe that all we need is to encourage our people, emphasize more on this particular, most especially agricultural products, both including poultry, piggery, snaring, different kinds of things that people can venture into. The ones that give me joy is the one of most especially the one of this chicken. They have ventured into it. Although some are not professional, at the point of beginning they may lose, but on the long run, most of them have been very, very good at it presently now. People orders for chicken 20 pieces, 30 pieces, and today they tell you that they are out of stock, that they are going to even buy, that the ones that they have trained for more than many months, they just sold it up within 3 days, that people came back to Biafra. And so it is a really good thing of joy that if we should remain in our place, you could imagine how many we will be. So it gives joy that whatever we are consuming, that the money is still within, that we are the same people, not we will consume and take the money to somewhere else. So if the money should remain in Biafra land, should remain in our place, our economy will definitely grow. And it's really a big thing of joy that we are emphasizing on this today. So Uchenna Okeke, I would like to bring you back for you to stand the round up from the today show.
Thank you very much, because we have less than 10 minutes remaining, less than 5 minutes even remaining for the program. Yeah, our moderator, he's here. Our moderator, go on.
Thank you very much for your wonderful contribution from Lagos, Nigeria. In fact, we have spoken at length on the issue concerning the sponsorship of our Biafran club teams that will be playing next year, and also you are also emphasized on the agriculture. Honestly speaking, that is most of our emphasis coming from agriculture. So we keep on advising and encouraging our people. The assurance we are giving to you, Biafrans, tonight is that all the factors that have been militating against your successes to go into agriculture, we are showing you as soon as Biafra is actualized, all those factors is going to be a thing of history, going to be a history, and you are going to succeed in whatsoever thing. Biafra is going to lead you into mechanized farming. You're not going to suffer yourself again. This is the assurance coming to you from Biafra. We are promising you this, and you're going to see all kinds of machines that are being used now, sponsored by the government of Biafra. And so, be rest assured that on the actualization of Biafra, all your sufferings in the areas of agriculture will be a thing of end. Thank you very much for it. And I want to thank all our correspondents, our brother Ikenna Obibi Egono from Biafra land, Jude Chijoke. Honestly, want to thank you. And our sister Rita Aniwogo. Ikechukwu, want to thank all of you, our mommy Gloria. I want to thank all of you for your contribution in today's broadcast. We welcome all of you and we say Happy Christmas and Merry New Year in advance. May God bless you all, and I will use this opportunity to listen to our brother Judy Chijoke as he greets all our people all over the world. Over to you, Judy Chijoke.
Yes, thank you very much, General Keke. Fellow Biafrans, this has been Voice of Biafra. This has been our little bit contribution for today. I really want to thank you all for listening. At the same time, I believe that you people have had the particular breaking news that we all had today. So I believe that in a question of time, we are going to be getting more recognition across the world, most especially from all good country, peace-loving country that knows that we have been on this struggle for long. I'm very happy that the finally Israeli Prime Minister and Donald Trump have indeed commented about Biafra, and that is how the recognition will definitely start. So it is really a thing of joy. We should continue to follow the struggle with a non-violence method. So I think it will take time, but it will definitely give us the result that we need. So thank you all Biafrans, and then at the same time, I would like to encourage everyone to start looking into agri-products, to go into agricultural products in any way, in anyhow, no matter how small scale it is going to ensure that we feed ourselves. So I think I will have to stop it there so we can be able to round up properly. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you all, dear friends.
From Lagos, Nigeria, we thank you very much for the contribution. And my humble self, Uchenna Okeke, broadcasting from Benue, Makodi. I want to thank all of you as you listen to our broadcast today. And right now, I want to go down to the anchorman, Ikenna Egono Obibi from Biafra land, who traveled all the way from Germany down to Biafra land. I want to go down to you. Over to you, the oracle.
Thank you very much, my moderator, Uchenna Okeke, for holding sway right away from Benue State, even though the station our studio is in Biafra land right now. We really thank everybody that has made this day a wonderful day. Indeed, let me say to Sister Rita Nibong, to Amaka Kinsley, to our brother Joseph Abazie, and very many others who have been part of this particular program. We thank you so much for being with us. We thank you for your commitment, for your information, and we keep on expecting more from you in the days ahead. We have to announce to you that our next round of broadcast shall be on January 1st. As from 6 p.m. Biafra time, we are going on short break. Our next round of broadcast is on January 1st, beginning from 6 p.m. Biafra time. Being fresh in Biafra land, I will equally have time to interact with my family, with my friends, with my relatives. Thank you for being with us, and may God bless you abundantly. Good night. Very good. Yes, very likely. Okay. Okay, now that's good. Bye. Okay, bye bye.